Welcome back, everyone. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Today we got a big one, possibly the biggest song of the whole entire year. We've got Amy Lee, Poppy, and Courtney LaPlante of Spiritbox. The song is End of You.
Jesse, sing, world.
And hey, if you want to know anything more about me, I toured in bands for 20 years. I also worked for labels. You can check out everything about me in the description for the channel. If you check out the description for this video, you can get the original link to the song, my Amazon affiliate links, and my shop link in case you want to help a brother out.
I toil in silence, don't know where my mind is, numb from the shock of it all. Cut myself open, but I wasn't broken. Tried to fix what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? I know I'm not alone. If I must go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. My world's horsing and turning, my pulling, my plug on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me. How is that to know? Crystalline castles turn to dust in the palm of your hand. But I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you feel it taking over? I feel it creeping in. I'm back at the edge again. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gate for what I chose. Meadows horsing and turning, my pouring the blood on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me. The start of life for me. My innocence is blind, no one can finally see. The start of life for me. You make me feel so wide awake for good this time. You are an echo of a dream as it fades from my mind. Wide awake for good this time. I can finally let go of the shame as I claim a new life. Sing from a fractured lullaby, innocence draining from my eyes. All I wanted was stolen, I hate all that I tossing and turning, my pouring, my blood on my dreams. The end of you is the start of life for me.
Thought maybe they were going to do a big long extension of the bridge or something. Man, that was super cool. I have to say, as far as the video goes, that is like Marvel budget. You know what I mean? Super, super high end. Of course, it's exactly what you would think of with a song like this. I mean, you've got the three most powerful women from, I don't know if I'd say three generations, but definitely Amy Lee is from my generation, Gen X, I imagine, and Courtney, I would think, is an elder millennial, and Poppy a millennial, right? At least you would think so, you know what I mean? But this is absolutely huge, especially for female musicians. Doesn't really matter what you play. This is the equivalent of having, like, you know, I don't even know, what, James Hetfield, the lead singer of Bad Omens, or Dayseeker or somebody like that, and, like, you know, Papa Roach or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I definitely haven't seen a male version or a male-based song that has as many amazing people as this. It's really hard to beat something like this. So, what do I think? Let's jump right in. Powerful, aggressive, melancholic. I really enjoyed Amy Lee's vocals. I haven't heard her in a very long time, and it made me miss her. You know what I mean? I haven't heard her on a huge track like this in a very long time. The song was extremely short, right at the miracle mark, the 3 minutes 30 seconds, which is for radio and playlisting is the kind of preferred amount of time for a song. I enjoyed it. The guitar did have one really solid riff, which it kind of went into just for a second before it dropped into the verse with Amy. As far as drums, there was a couple tricks in there that kind of threw you for a loop. Not sure really what they were getting ready to get into. I could say is I would, hope for maybe a longer bridge, but this song is almost perfect. Like I said, 3 icons in one single song is really, really hard to beat. So for a rating, what will I rate this? I would say that this song is a solid 9.5. And the reason why I'm going so high is I'm not saying that it's necessarily a perfect song as much it is extremely important for said genre and for female musicians. Like I said, it really helps out to have the big artists doing songs like this. That way the small bands coming up only get bigger. So once again, 9.5. Really enjoyed it, and I'd love to see like a part 2. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll do something like this again. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you being here. My name is Jesse. I toured in bands for over 20 years as a hired gun. I've also worked for a bunch of different record labels and done just about everything you can imagine in the music business. If you'd like to know anything more about me, you can check out my channel's description. Let's dive right into it. No time to waste. I typically don't react to pop, but we've got one by Lady Gaga. What can I say? As soon as I saw the thumbnail, I was like, that is the Island of the Dolls, or at least they're trying to do something like it. This one is called The Dead Dance.
Jesse, sing, world.
I grew up on Danny Elfman and Beetlejuice type movies, so this looks pretty gothic. Hopefully it delivers. I have to say, it looks creepy off the drop. Okay, so this is a set basically that's meant to look like the Lady Gaga thing. Directed by Tim Burton. That's impressive. She looks super creepy like a doll. Okay. I like the creepy sample.
Like the words of a song, I hear you call. Like a thief in my
Good lyrics.
head,
I expected kind of something like this in the beginning.
You stole my thoughts before I dreamed them, and you killed my queen with just one pawn. This goodbye.
She just went from like minor to major.
Surprise.
Nice little lift. I imagine this is the pre-chorus. It's got like an 80s, kind of 80s retro kind of thing. This isn't really my thing. Honestly, I'm a metal guy, but killer looking video.
You've created a creature
Definitely here for the video.
of the night. wanting your hair.
Nice high note there.
This goodbye is no surprise. This goodbye won't make me cry.
It's kind of got like a thriller thing, a little bit. Love how it just went from black and white to flipping back from black and white to color.
Do the dead dance. Do the dead dance. But I'm all over the dance floor and I'm dancing till I'm dead. Yeah, I'll keep on dancing until I'm dead. Dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause when you
Sorry, I'm mesmerized. It's a really cool video. Said music-wise, and video-wise, it's got kind of a thriller thing going on. Well, I have to say, I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you. Not much of a pop guy. I'm a Gen Xer. I grew up on straight up metal. Some pop that I like. And not to give this like a nod to a really, really old song, but it did have like a total like thriller kind of thing going on. Not only with the video had kind of the dancing stuff kind of looked like thriller, and then vocally it had a very like 1980s pop kind of vibe to it. I've never reacted to Lady Gaga before, but obviously she's one of the biggest artists on the planet, so you know I've heard several of her songs. Never really super listened in on it. So what do I think? Anthemic, raw, atmospheric. Choosing to do the Island of the Dolls type set really set it off. I mean, the dancing, yes, it had kind of a thriller vibe with the whole monster kind of thing going on. Nothing in the song really spoke to me, but why would it, you know? It would have been quite odd to have had a very shreddy guitar solo or slap bass or some kind of drum fill in there. This is pop. It is Lady Gaga. I didn't really expect her to come out and do something metal or evil per se, but I did like the 80s vibe of it. Now with Tim Burton, he can't really do no wrong with me. I kind of love everything that he's done. And like I said, although I'm not a pop person, I'm glad I watched this. It's very cool. The Island of the Dolls is something that I saw on, I believe it was Zach Bagans. It was one of the the paranormal type shows. Did the Island of the Dolls, and I could tell that that's what she was going off of in this video. So, what will I rate it? What did I think? I will give this, just because I'm not super into the song, but I'm super into the video, I will give this a solid 8.5. And hey, if you want me to react to some more pop or any kind of genre, really, not going to say that I'm going to do it a lot, but if you leave me a comment down below and you have a song that I think might be cool, then I will definitely check it out. Thanks, guys. Hope you had a good time, and hang out for a little longer. Watch some more videos. There's plenty of stuff on my channel. All right, keep rocking. Later. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. Welcome back to Jesse Saint World. Hey, I'm Jesse. I toured in bands for 20 years. I also work for record labels and at just about every job you could possibly imagine in the music business. Today we are doing a special one. I have never ever heard this band, but they're kind of blowing up. Let's see, 1.2 million views for a new artist. Or let's get right into it. No time to waste. Visions of Atlantis, Hellfire.
Jesse Saint World.
If you'd like to know more about me, you can check the description for my channel. And I have to say, I don't know anything about this band, but I already heard they've got like a pirate kind of theme. So I'm excited to check it out. It already sounds piratey. Already love it. It's got kind of like a hammer.
I cannot believe it took me years to see the light. I was so confused by twisted words and filthy lies. I trusted all the voices I was hearing.
Very European.
The whispers of the demons that wanted me to drown.
To the ones who never were defeated when they hunt us night and day.
Two singers,
To the
that's always
ones who always were mistreated. That's the only way for us to take revenge. And fire!
Hold your breath and pull the trigger.
Love the chant.
Make it happen.
Fire!
In the yellow, watch the dying world. Let them all scream, burn, fire, burn.
I was wondering if people dig this or if they just like the shit. I think it's pretty cool so far.
Familiar has home instead of paradise unknown. This is how I used to live, feeling all alone. I thought that I found my will and strength to carry on, but now they'll taste my anger, for I know where I belong.
To the ones who never stop believing there is more to life than this. To the ones who never chose to cave in, we all know the way. Traitors make amends. Fire!
Hold your breath and pull the trigger.
Sweet video. It's good.
In the yellow, watch the dying world. Let them all scream, burn, fire.
Ooh, nice breakdown. Ooh, nice. Nice arpeggio. Nice lead.
I reclaim the power of the flame.
Hold your
Nice, I dig it. I like the chorus so far.
make it in the yellow, watch the dying world. Let them all scream,
Nice high note at the end there. There we go, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they're going to go back into something. All right, guys. Man, I have to say, I will probably react to them again. That was very cool. I had heard that, they were maybe not a newer band, but a band that would just hit 1 million views. So I figured it was probably pretty cool, and might think that just by the thumbnail that maybe people like it because they have a pretty gal in the band. But no, it was super cool. I would say just style-wise, it gave me a little bit of Amaranth kind of vibe, kind of a Euro band. I don't know that they're European, though. They might be a United States band. I'm not sure. But one thing I will say is I dig it. The pirate vibe definitely came off in the costuming. As far as the music, I would say it's just more of a European vibe, honestly. But I've only heard the one song, so let's see. What do I think of this? Well, poignant, brooding, intense. I definitely like the video. It helped capture the big anthemic chants, the burn, burn, burn.
Really cool guitar solo in there. As a lead guitarist, that's something that always gets me. It's pretty easy to impress me if you do a really good solo in the middle of a song. It did have a halftime breakdown, which I am a sucker for as well. I'm sure you guys are too. Her voice was very cool. Like I said, gave off a very European type vibe to it. His voice was very cool as well. I didn't want to completely, say that they sound like or anything like Lacuna Coil, because they're not, but they do have the same setup as far as the male and female vocals. I will definitely check this band out again. And as well, you guys let me know if you want to hear any more. Maybe you know of an even better song for me to check out. So, on to the rating part. I will give this first song by them, by Visions of Atlantis, a solid 8. Like I said, don't really know if this is the best song by them, but it had a very, very catchy chorus. I love big chants in chorus, and I definitely gave it a little bit of extra points for the guitar solo. But yeah, I dig it. Let me know if you dug it as well in the comments, and keep rocking, guys, and I will see you next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. I am Jesse Saint, and I have toured in bands for about 20 years, and I'm also an A&R rep, which means I've signed bands to labels. I still do that freelance. Today we are doing a reaction to the song Poppy, Sit, Stay, and I'm going to learn it on the spot and teach it to you. So go ahead and grab your guitar, grab your bass, whatever you got.
Jesse Saint World.
And here is an A note, just so you know tuning we're in. There you go. Hope you got it. I am personally tuned to dropped A, like corn tuning, right? Because I have no idea what key this song is in. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Poppy, Sit, Stay. And actually, the reason why we are doing this song today is because the last time that I reacted to a Poppy song, I kind of thought it sounded like Disturbed riffs and kind of some rips on some other songs, and people ate me alive in the comments. So actually, one of my awesome commenters told me that I should check out this particular song because maybe I'd like it a little bit more than the last one that I reacted to. So let's jump right in. Poppy, Sit, Stay. Let's get it. So since we're in the key of C today, you're going to be soloing to this out of C. And soloing to songs like this really helps with your ear training and just shredding, you know. Since we're in C, I'm going to play down here. Oh, that is it. Wow. Okay. So we're in the key of C. From the, only couple songs I've heard from Poppy, typically it's, C-type tuning. So I'm playing in dropped A, so I'm going to be playing off the 3rd fret. Now, this is a super cool song. I really loved it. And do I put it back up on the screen? Thanks for telling me about this song. So I'm going to call this video the redemption video because, people really didn't like it that I didn't like the one single Poppy song. But this one I loved. So the person was right. This song was way more original. It actually kind of gave me, if anything, it gave me a little bit of an old school like Bjork kind of thing. Very industrial. Loved it. It went from minor, so you're in C minor, and then it turned around and went to F major. And that's when you kind of lifted in the chorus. You could tell something switched tone-wise because it went from minor to major, and then it just went from being in C minor to F major, G sharp major, and then back to the root key, which is C. Right? And then, like I said, if you wanted to learn a riff, so it kind of had that kind of thing going on there. So a bunch of different samples and cool stuff in there. I really dug it. Like I said, it's definitely a redemption. I have changed my opinion on Poppy quite a bit from just these songs. No, but I usually rate everything on this channel, and I will give that song a solid, let's give it an 8.5. So that's near perfect, almost a 9, right? I like to rate songs. It's just fun on this channel. Plus, I used to work in the record label business, and when I signed bands, labels would often hit me up and say, Jesse, what do you think? What would you rate them? Is it pretty good? Is it a 5? Is it a 6? What do you think of them? So this one, 8.5. I really dug it. I will say, I don't know Poppy. I was on the red carpet with her when the record label that she's on, Sumerian. I was also in a band that was on Sumerian at the same time. And that record label makes movies. They made a movie called American Satan. They made a TV show called, was it? Paradise City. like the Guns N' Roses song. And actually, a song from a band that I was in was sang by Randy Blythe in that TV show. Now, for the movie, Poppy was on the set. That was like the one person when I first signed to Sumerian that I heard of because she's super huge. Asking Alexandria was there, and definitely Poppy. Because I don't know, I never got to talk to her very much. But like I said, my opinion just changed. Just went from here to about up here. All right, guys, keep shredding. I'll see you next time.
Jesse, Saint, World.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Jesse Saint, your boy. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction to The Pretty Reckless, and this song is called For I Am Death.
Jesse, Saint, World.
Hey, I'm going to be reacting, and I'm going to be teaching this to you on guitar, at least a couple parts. That way you can identify the chords and be able to solo along with the song. And feel free, obviously, after this video to go ahead and check out, her original song. That way you can jam along to it fully without me talking through it, right? So today, I am tuned just kind of down to dropped A, corn tuning, just in case, something is either high or low. Here's an A note. All right. So I hope you're tuned up. Grab your guitar, grab your bass, and let's jump right into it.
As I lay twiddling, home and alone, it spread to the suburbs, the cancer had grown. No one is real except you and me. Whatever it takes, it all costs to be free from life evermore, my life evermore, my life evermore.
Strange start, for sure. Cool video. There we go.
Something wrong with me. I could, but I don't breathe. There's something wrong with me. I like autonomy, away from all you freaks. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. I can feel the needles in my hands, feel the needles in my bones, crawling up my spine where God only knows. For I am death, and I can feel. I got my hands upon the wheel. I am not lost, for I have found the only one who put me down. For I am death, and I won't break. I got a life, I got to take. When will it end, this suffering I played? It was nice to know you. I'm not pornography, cut from a magazine. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. I can feel the needles in my hands, feel the needles in my bones, crawling up my spine.
Wow,
Where
great
God
songs all over the place.
knows. For I am death, and I can feel. I got my hands up on the wheel. I am not lost, for I have
Seems like you
found
have
the
started out
only
neat.
one
That's
who
great.
put me down. For I am death, and I won't break. I got a life, I got
if it was going anywhere else. Wow. Okay. Man. So the song started out, I thought I grabbed the wrong guitar. I thought this was going to be an acoustic type song. Started out in E. Right? I think. Or no, E. So. Man, like I said, it was all over the place, but. So, obviously, you could be in any kind of tuning, but I'm off the 8th fret. I'm in drop tuning, so if you play both the 8th fret on the top string and the 3rd string, it's the same note, just different octave. So you're just going whole step down. Set is kind of all over the place, but definitely if you wanted to shred along with it, besides all the weird parts I went to, just stick with the F minor position. I will say, man, I have played a lot of big festival dates with her. She actually canceled some dates one year, and my band jumped on and filled all the festival dates. When I lived in Hollywood, I would see her quite a bit. She would always go to the Steel Panther shows. So seems like a cool chick. Obviously, Lindsay Luhu. Yeah, man, I thought that was either going to be acoustic or, the typical kind of classic rock that she usually does. And it was, but man, that must have changed keys. Would you let me know how many times you counted? Maybe 3 or 4 different times. But like I said, go ahead and go over to her original video. I always put them down in the description along with my Amazon. Basically everything that I use in these videos is on there. It's affiliate links. If you want to, buy something off there, it definitely helps me out. But yeah, I definitely dig this. It's been a while since I've heard one of her tunes. I rate everything on this show. Like I said, I worked in the record business, touring band guy for 20 years. I always rate everything from 1 to 10. If it's rock or metal, I usually do 5 to 10 because, even if it's bad, I'm still going to give it a 5 or a 6, right? So this song, without delving into it more, I'm going to give it a 7.5. That's right. 7.5. And like I said, if you want to jam along, it started out, man, it was all over the freaking place, but it ends up in F minor. So have fun shredding along with that, and keep rocking, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Jesse Saint.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Saint World, and this is our October episode, so getting close to Halloween. Can't wait. Today we're going to do a reaction video, and I'm going to teach you a little bit of the guitar, at least tell you what the chords are and what key it is. That way you can solo and jam along with the song. We got a special one today. I have really loved this band, but I have never reacted to one of their videos before. This is Hedonist by Jinjer.
Jesse Saint.
All right, guys, today I am in dropped A tuning. Being that this is a heavy band, I'm guessing that they are probably somewhere below A tuning. So here's an A note to tune to. All right. So I'm in dropped A tuning. Got a little bit of... There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, grab your bass, grab your guitar. Let's get to it. Jinjer, Hedonist. Key of D minor.
I wanted for an impossible joy, in grand refusal of all the pleasure. subwoofers of pleasures minus pain.
Deprivation in exchange for immortality, for unlimited resources of ecstasy, and killed the fear of death and God. But I am far from standing next to desire. I'm not a terrorist, I'm an expert in the science of vegetation. I'm a stranger to restrictions and my purpose to existence. Yesterday's all the delicacy of life.
The count of happiness, of pleasure quintessence. Bottomless delight is innate to human right. Of pleasure quintessence. Forget a consequence.
Deterrent as an enemy of life. My corpore reveal, but the hunger remains beyond the thrill of your existence.
Now sadness of sanity is blood I'm fisting on.
I've been searching for something new, but the margins never grown. A blessing. A grand curse.
Bam. Man, they do not disappoint. As always, Jinjer was, I was kind of worried there for a minute it wasn't going to get heavy, but they delivered. So, man, what was that song even in? It was all over the place. So they're basically playing out of the super creepy scary scale. Hungarian minor. So it's kind of it's just a different form of the Aeolian minor scale. I'm in dropped A. I'm sure they're way lower tuned than that for that song, probably like F or something like that. But anyway, I'm playing off the 5th fret, so it's basically the D flat, and you went up to the F. So. So of course you could always solo out of D minor, but like I said, I jammed a little bit to it, so a little bit. I would definitely have to kind of write something to it. Like I said, it was all over the place. I did really like that one. It wasn't quite as big of a switch up as Perennial or some of the others, but I definitely did dig it. Now on to the good part. Let's give this song a rating. I worked in the music business for 20 years. I worked for labels for quite a few years. And that's kind of one of the things that I did. Labels would reach out to me and say, hey, you've toured for a long time. What do you think of this new band? What do you think of this? Give us a rating. Would you sign it? Do you think it has legs to move forward? I would definitely say that song is a solid 8. And not many songs are written not only in that scale. It's got the spooky tone, the diminished tones, and the Hungarian minor tones in it, but she also followed along with her vocals. So she was singing in those tones, which is very hard to do as somebody who does, sing lead, sing back up, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, that was hard to follow along with. And of course, her death metal screams, her gutturals are really, really hard to beat. I've been following this band since they came out. At least to me, they came out a little bit, after Spiritbox, and I have to say she's one of my favorite front women. And this is October, so every single episode this month is going to be a female-fronted band. So I hope you guys had fun with this one. Like I said, really dug it. It was cool. It was just a one take, just her with the mic. So anyway, I hope you guys keep shredding, and I will see you next time.
Jesse, Saint, World.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Jesse Saint, and welcome back to Jesse Saint World, where we're going to be reacting to videos. I'm going to learn them on the spot on guitar, and I'll at least attempt to teach them to you, right? So the point today is go ahead and grab your guitar, grab your bass. I'm going to at least give you a few chords and where you can solo at. So shredding along with songs is kind of how I learned coming up, and it really helps with ear training and, like I said, shredding. So let's jump right in. This is our Halloween or our October episode. So we're doing all bands with female lead singers. And even though I love the band Spiritbox, this is the very first time I've done a reaction to it. So let's get right into it.
Jesse, sing.
Now, if you want to play along today, which I advise you do, that's kind of the whole point, right? Here is an A note. All right, let's get tuned up. Not sure what tuning this song is. Like I said, I haven't heard this one yet. I could have swore I saw a little bit of it on Jimmy Kimmel. This is Soft Spine by Spiritbox. Let's jump right in.
You will deserve each other.
Awesome. Pretty short song. I mean, it just kind of had the same thing going on in it, but I mean, man, you know, this band is the king of that kind of the scrapey gent noises. And it was out of the key of F sharp. Yeah, I'm guessing naturally that they're lower than A tuning. I mean, this is, you know, corn tuning. So if you wanted to solo along with it, like I said, I just kind of did it for a minute. It's hard to shred when you're just doing it over one repetitive note like that.
which is out of the key of F sharp. But make sure you go over to their video, the original video, which I always have down in my descriptions. So you can go to the original and just kind of jam along with it. You know what I mean? Shred, kind of do the same thing that I was doing. Find out whatever tuning you are in, go to the F sharp position. So, start with your pentatonics and your minor scale, and definitely jam along with it. Like I said, the main riff is super easy. You're just hitting F sharp and then doing 2 notes, dun dun, and then the scrape. Kind of like that. You really need brand new strings on when you're doing the scrape kind of stuff to make that real high pitched noise like he does. And I haven't changed these strings in quite a while, but yeah, I really dug that song. It kind of reminds me of, man, what else? I don't know. Maybe let me know down in the comments. What other song by theirs is that kind of like? So there's another one with almost a similar riff like that, but I mean, they're the kings and queen of this style. Now, I did play quite a few shows with them back when they were in, what was it? I Wrestled a Bear. I Wrestled a Bear once. I grew up playing and touring in heavy metal bands, so I did some festival dates with them, but never since they've been called Spiritbox. And I have to say, love this band. Every song that I've heard in a row has been super awesome. I know this came out quite a while ago. I'm sure you guys have already heard it a million times, but it's new to me, and I have yet to react to any of their content so far. Like I said, just play it on F sharp minor, and you'll be able to figure out some of that stuff. Being that low tuned, you really kind of got to have a quiet room and really go over it quite a few times to get the intricate details of that riff. But the main part was just the dun dun with the little guitar scrape. You really just want to take your pick, run it sideways like that, and just like that, kind of in a sideways motion. I noticed when he does it almost like a arpeggio, where it's a circular motion, like that. And as long as you have, a decent guitar, and all of his guitars are freaking amazing, you just need really, bright, brand new strings, and you'll be able to get that exact kind of scraping tone with your pick. I really dug this one. I always rate songs on this channel. I will give that song an 8.5. How about that? Like I said, I dig it, man. I've heard songs of theirs that I like more. Jaded was awesome. All the original old songs, Rule of Nines, all of those were amazing. But yeah, I'd say an 8.5. I'd have to hear it again, but like I said, once you get down to those low tunings, it's a little hard to pick out some of the notes. But that one is an F sharp, and I hope you liked it. Like I said, go ahead and check down in my description. I have a link to the original video in case you don't want to type it in or whatever. And if you do that, you can check out some of my merch. I've got affiliate links, everything that I use in these videos, from guitars to amps to, picks and strings and tuners and yada yada. I have a lot of that stuff. And if you buy something off Amazon that you see in this video, it definitely helps me out. So I appreciate it in advance if you do. And as always, go ahead and shop my store. I'm a painter. I actually toured in bands for 20 years, and how I made side money was I would do original paintings and sell them on the road. I know if you go to concerts, you've probably seen quite a few people do that, and I was one of the first. So I've been selling paintings since 2005, and touring since 2004. So been at this a long time, and like I said, just keep rocking out, keep shredding, and you'll get there as well. All right, guys. See you in the next episode. Later.
Jesse, Saint, World.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing a reaction video. I'm also going to teach you how to play the songs on guitar, or at least show you a couple of the chords and where you can solo out of. That way you can jam along with these.
Jesse, Saint, World.
All right, so next one is From Me to You. So once again, absolutely no idea. I haven't heard any of these songs. Been trying to fit this band in, but this summer there's been like, I don't know, hundreds of brand new releases. It's been hard to keep up. Wow. So like I said, I think I might have glanced over one of those songs. Not those, but something by them at one point. Man, that band was cool. Didn't know that there was
3 gals up front. Wow, super cool. That one was out of a. So you're basically just playing out of the melodic minor scale. So you're just really just riding off the A note. But if you are an A tuning, you just solo off the 12th fret. But there's a million different tunings that you guys could be in. I really dug that. This is my first experience listening to Babymetal. I did not plan that out. I had no idea that each one of those 3 songs had famous bands and famous singers in it. But that was super cool. Like I said, all of them had that very chromatic kind of thing to them, just moving up, down whole steps or half steps. And was the second song that was just, it was moving up in half steps, and then later in the song just moving down. So it's just up, down, up, down. I will say, they've obviously done really well for themselves, because these videos are really hard to compare. I mean, not many bands are putting out, besides, obviously Ronnie, Falling in Reverse, Slaughter to Prevail, Lorna Shore. There's not really a lot of bands that can afford these types of videos. So this band is definitely doing awesome. For the first time I've heard it, I would give this band like a 9 out of 10. I usually rate songs, but we did 3, and going through all 3, this band is definitely somebody I'll be looking forward to in the future. Super cool. Like I said, all the dances are, put together. I'm sure they're awesome live. The one time that I did play a huge festival with them, I was busy doing a bunch of stuff during the day, radio rock bands. So, we had to do a lot of radio interviews and such. So never got to see them. I know I played a show with them. Never got around to checking them out until now. All right, guys. I appreciate you watching. Keep shredding, and I will see you next time.
Jesse, Saint, World.
Let's get into it. Oh, wow. C minor.
right, so for the very first song, man, that was gnarly. It was definitely a Slaughter to Prevail kind of riff. Matt, they always do kind of some kind of. So basically, it's just rocking off of that C note and doing chromatics. Slaughter to Prevail is known for chromatic riffs, but I appreciate you watching. Definitely tell your friends. Look down in the description. You can find the original videos. And like I said, just jam to them. You know, if you can only play a couple notes, cool. If you can shred to it fully, then I just gave you everything you need to know to be able to shred along with it. So with that, keep shredding, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to Jesse Saint World. I am Jesse Saint. I toured in bands for 20 years as a hired gun. So today we're doing a reaction video. I'm also going to teach you how to play the songs on guitar. Today we're doing a special one. About them, they're called Babymetal. I'm sure all of you guys know them. Obviously, I've heard of them. I have played one single summer festival where they were on it. I did hear them when they first came out, and I heard quite a few songs, but it's been so long I wouldn't have any idea. Grab your guitars, grab your bass, whatever you jam with. And here's an A note. It's a little sharp.
Jesse Saint World.
My Queen. Another short song. All right. There we go. Weird descending kind of half step riff. Awesome so far. Love it. Now it's step one upwards, not backwards. Super cool though. I like the playing on the checkers board. Lots of chromatics in this.
So I dug that one too. So that one was. So the first song was an F sharp. This one's an F. F. Pretty fun. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is just chromatics moving up and down, but that was super cool. Didn't know that one had Courtney LaPlante. I appreciate you watching.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse, sing.